Despite the slogans, Dhlakama knows the only fight left in these people is the struggle against starvation. His best chance of helping them, proving to a sceptical world that RENAMO can be a force for good instead of evil. Jeremy Thompson, News at 10, with the RENAMO rebels in Mozambique. Emerging through the trees on his motorbike, one of Africa's most feared rebel leaders. Dhlakama, president of RENAMO, met us with his familiar greeting. Welcome to free Mozambique. Then the president gunned his 200cc scrambler and took me on a hair-raising ride through the dense bush to his secret headquarters. It's from this primitive base that he's masterminded RENAMO's 15-year guerrilla war against the Marxist Frelimo government. But now Dhlakama and his generals are planning for peace, preparing to sign a ceasefire accord with Frelimo that could end the war and open the way for Mozambique's first democratic elections. But this guerrilla army, ostracized by the outside world, now faces one of its toughest campaigns, changing its notorious image. RENAMO's been labelled the Khmer Rouge of Africa, accused of committing atrocities and ruling by terror, though its leader claims Frelimo was just as much to blame for the savageries of war that claimed 1 million lives.
We did not kill civilians. It was just propaganda. Our power, we come from people. People, they give us power because we have good relation with them.
President Dhlakama insists that RENAMO is a popular movement, claiming support from almost half of Mozambique's 15 million people. Certainly as we travelled through the villages with him, the people, far from running in fear, seemed to welcome him with affection. But now the man-made ravages of conflict are being intensified by a natural catastrophe, a drought that threatens thousands more lives. In this parched wasteland, we found villagers scraping the last drops of water from dried-out riverbeds. Missionaries like Ruth provide the only medical care for these starving people. She says relief agencies are still reluctant to help because of RENAMO's reputation.
Well, it doesn't go down well to be working with this rebel movement. The propaganda is such that they are considered very evil, and you have to be here to see that that's not so.
Relief routes that could bring food to these people are still closed because RENAMO fear they'll be infiltrated by Frelimo soldiers. So the meagre supplies brought in by the missionaries provided these children with their first meal in 3 days. Just a few bowls in a land where 3 million are now on the brink of starvation. It now seems that the drought and famine threatening to devastate Mozambique is likely to do more than anything else to bring about the end of Africa's longest-running civil war. Despite the slogans, Dhlakama knows the only fight left in these people is the struggle against starvation. His best chance of helping them, proving to a sceptical world that RENAMO can be a force for good instead of evil. Jeremy Thompson, News at 10, with the RENAMO rebels in Mozambique.